All right, so y'all, this is a problem out of the review. This is number 29 out of the review for our test. And one of our classmates asked if we can go through this problem. So let's take a look and see what we got here. So y'all, it says the function graph to the right, it's telling me right now that this problem, y'all, is either gonna be a sine or it's gonna be a cosine function, okay? So y'all, by looking at this picture here, and I'm trying to, the way I'm approaching this problem, y'all, is I'm trying to remember what do the graphs of sine and cosine look like, right? So y'all, when I look at this picture here, this tells me that this is looking like a sine function because, y'all, typically doesn't my sine function do something like this, and then it goes up, and then it comes back down, you know what I mean? It kind of does this whole business, right? So I know what my sine function looks like, whereas my cosine function, y'all, normally starts here, and then it comes down, it does something like this, and coming back up, right? And sorry, I'm getting a little bit messy, right? But it looks something like that. So again, I'm trying to look at what does my typical picture look like, okay? So y'all, the first thing I'm doing is I'm saying this is looking like a sine function, okay? The only thing I notice, y'all, is that when I'm doing sine, so the sine of 0 is 0, sine of 0 is 0. At pi over 2, y'all, we go up to 1, At pi, we come back to 0. At 3 pi over 2, we're at -1, and over here. So this is what my typical sine function looks like, right? And y'all, the first thing I notice is that, number one, this function has a different period, and then it's flipped, okay? So y'all, because there is a flip, I know that we're going to have a negative in front of our sign, okay? So we're going to have a negative sign of something. Y'all, the next thing I want you to notice, look at my amplitude. Isn't my amplitude going to be 2? So it's going to be a -2 sign, okay? The next thing, y'all, is I want to figure out what my period is. So y'all, remember, the period is how long it takes to make a complete cycle. So our graph does something like this. It makes a complete cycle at pi. So y'all, my period here is equal to pi. But the period is supposed to be 2 pi over b. And if that's equal to pi, then when I cross multiply, y'all, I'm going to get 2 pi equals pi times b. So if we divide both sides by pi, then b should be the number 2. So y'all, this is going to tell me that this is going to be a y equals a -2 sine of 2x, right? I'm going to come back over here and, sorry, let me load this back up. So I'm going to put -2 sine of 2x, and we'll check our answer. Check our answer, and we got it, okay? So I hope that helps y'all with the explanation. If you got any questions, let me know. I'm happy to help.